Hi everybody, good morning. This is Yuko and I am in Miracle. This is a course in Miracle. And so in these videos I talk about the lessons that I am going through according to text and also the workbook and anything that I come up with me and the takeaway in that. Alright, so today is lesson 76. I am under no laws but God's. I am under no laws but God's. This is a good one, guys. I say that all the time, but this is a good one. So, okay, here are the thing that I underlined. And it said, look for it where it waits for you and it will be found. It will be found, sorry. And there are no laws except the laws of God. They need repeating over and over until you realize it applies to everything that you have made it in opposition to God's will. There are no laws but God's. Dismiss all the foolish magical belief today and hold your mind in silent readiness to hear the voice that speaks to the truth to you. And I also want to read this part. This is really, really interesting questions that I thought, like, think of the freedom and recognition that you are not bound by all the strange and twisted laws that you have set up to save you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. You really think that you would starve unless you have a stack of green paper strips and pile of metal discs? You really think a small round pellet or fluid pushed into your veins through the small sharpened needle will ward off the disease and death? You really think you're alone unless another body is with you? These are good questions, guys. These are really good questions. You really think, especially the last part resonated with me, said, do you really think that you're alone unless another body is with you? That's a good question that we get to ask ourselves. I have been thinking a lot about, I have been thinking a lot about, like, my, I'm like really being in my head right now, but I've been thinking about my finances, and also whenever I feel like I'm alone, like, why is it? Like, where is everybody? Why is it nobody here? Why is not money there for me when I want it? Or, right, those things. When that comes in, I had to remember that those are there so that I can really let go of the attachment. The more I realize that I am in lack of it, and the more I am attracting it, right? So I get to really shift the perspectives around it. The more space that I have, the more lack, the void, or the absence that I have, the more I get to shine light, the more I get to create space for other things to come in. The fact that the fact that I feel lonely, that means that I get to really open up a space and, hey, I have space to love so much more. And whenever I feel the lack of finances, I get to say, and they get, hey, this is a space that I get to really practice the detachment for the green paper and the metal coins, and say, like, I am not attached or nor obsessed nor controlled by the earthly possession, right? Money, especially the green papers, are something that we created, we as in human beings have created not that long ago, in comparison to we as in human beings have been existed, right? So why do we let that piece of paper or the metal chips to control us? Where is this energy going? The more we obsess with that, the more power we're giving it to those things, whether that is a people, money, the material things, the success, quotes and quotes. That's why we're always thinking that those are the things that is going to make us happy. That's why we keep saying, I'll be happy when I have this. I'll be happy when I have this. I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when. So we're constantly chasing those things as opposed to, okay, it just, I don't have it right now. I want it, yes. So the lack of it, the space that I get to create, like I get to fill with it, that is the space that I get to shine so much more love. Again, in A Course in Miracle, the principle is everything, either love or the absence of love. Where there is a darkness, we get to shine love. Where there is a lack of love, we get to shine love and put atonement and also create the absolute forgiveness and absolute love. So there is only love. How powerful is that? And it has been resonating with me so much, and I want you to really think about it, right? Why, instead of keep wondering, why do I not have this? Why do I not have that? Shift perspective. And it takes only seconds. And when the intellectual level understanding is happening in your head, it is frustrating because you think it right here and how you should operate. You think it right there, like, I know how I'm supposed to think, but you're not connected with here. You're not feeling that, okay, I am grateful that I am learning this lesson, or I am grateful that I know where the lack is so that I can pray. So when here and here is disconnected, it's frustrating and you're going to push things through, or you completely check out, right? Like when you're checked out, you're in a completely different place. But when you are pushing it through, you're still in the resistance. So how can we work through that? Breathe, right? We get to really breathe and notice that where is the resistance. Because what am I thinking right here and what am I feeling right here in my heart or my gut or my whole entire body? You really get to check in with that. So when that happens, they could do the check-in. Do the check-in and what do I want in this situation? What do I want and what is my expectation? And I find it really, really fascinating whenever I check in with my expectation. What am I expecting from this person or this situation? And the disconnect happens because I'm not there where my expectations are, right? Like, everybody should be around me. Everybody should return me my text in like just a second. But that ain't gonna happen. Everybody's busy. No, ain't nobody got time for that. So just remembering that there is no law but God's law. And God wants us to be happy. God wants us to be loved. God wants to be blessed and live in abundance and prosperity. He wants us to feel happy and healthy and blessing other people. And I just want everybody to really reflect on that. All right, so I think that's it for me today. I hope everybody is having an amazing time. And if you have any ahas or any comment, and like, I really don't agree with you, comment below and I'll love to chat with you, okay? I love you. Have a beautiful day. Mwah. Bye.